Hello, everyone. Happy 4th of July weekend. So excited because I'm officially on vacay. I've been overworking myself lately and I'm really excited about starting vacation. Not that I'm really doing anything special. I couldn't find a cottage this year because of the craziness with everything. So I am at home. But you know what? Sometimes it's really good to be at home and have a staycation and just decide in the moment what you want to do. Everybody say hello to Ben. He wants to be here for this exciting video. Hi everyone, I miss you. You can start coming to see me now. All right, so starting on the 3rd of July, moving through the 7th of July is the Sirius gate. And Sirius is a star system that's open during this time. And the energies is just pouring down to Earth. So any of you that are sensitive at all can feel these energies really moving and growing and all of that. So this is a time for you to really put out your prayers, your wishes, and I don't mean just personal wishes. We're in a mess down here, right? And we're trying to clean it up a little at a time. So this is a time where I want you to really, really pay attention to everything that's going on right now and just allow yourself to send positive thoughts out to the universe, to our universe, our hub down here, the US, the world, and then the bigger piece of the universe. And for those of you that are trying to learn to channel or communicate, this is a great time for you to start trying because the veil's very thin. So this is a really good time to get in touch with your guides, your angels, your teachers, and say, hey, what do you want me to do? What can I be doing? You know, often people think that in their own little corner of the world, they can't make much of a difference. And not true. One person can make a huge difference. And that's what you need to look at this time. So don't waste these energies and really give the word freedom some thought, because as I wrote in my blog, you know, this is a time where we don't always think about it, right? But think about COVID and how our freedom, a lot of it was taken away from us during this time, being in lockdown and not being able to go out and enjoy the things we perhaps took for granted before. So really putting out freedom and, you know, what that word means to you. And as you're enjoying your weekend, since we have the freedom to socialize and get out and see our families and our loved ones again, really allow yourself to be in a time of joy, happiness. For some of you, that's nature. For some of you, it's socializing. For some of you, it's getting out and exercising, running, walking, riding a bike, whatever it is for you. Allow yourself to be in the moment and see what comes. All right, so for this exciting week, first deck, The Secret of Light Language. I love the pictures on here. The artistry is beautiful. What do you want to tell all of us for this first week in July? Whispers. Let me show you this beautiful card. Isn't that beautiful? Whispers. So let's see. We've got a lot of sacred geometry on here. It says, tune into your soul voice. Your mind and heart are expanding to hear your soul whispers. You are or will soon find it easier to interrupt and understand the vibes of your soul through how you feel. Open the door to soul whispers by feeling appreciative. Close the door by feeling judgmental. The messages are always there, even if you are not receiving them. Practice feeling soul vibes to clarify your intuition and psychic senses. Just like we know a dog can hear sounds that we can't, your intuition interprets waves and impulses outside of conscious awareness. This card is also prompting you to take notice of your dreams. When you are asleep, you can cease conscious thought and resistance, making it easier for you to receive soul transmissions. If you embrace the messages that come through your dreams, you will invite more of the same. If you don't like a dream, see it as a sign to shift your focus or change a belief. There's so much happening in dream time right now. I'm sure you've all noticed. I had a crazy dream. I fell asleep listening to Sadhguru, and I was listening to his podcast, and you know how sometimes their voice, whatever goes into your dream. And I dreamt I was in India, and he was there, and there were all these king cobras around me. And you know how they have that kind of fan on the back of their neck? They were pretty scary, and I had them all surrounding me. And I woke myself up, and my heart was going a mile a minute. My ears, the pressure on my ears, because I was so petrified, it came over into my everyday life. And when I looked it up, I was surprised to see that because they are the king of the snake world, it was a really good sign. It was success and manifesting and all of that. So that made me feel better, because I thought, oh God, this can't be good. But when we talk about our whispers, we really need to tune into our psychic senses, whether they're your ears and your auditory, whether you're visual, whether you're kinesthetic. Whatever it is, pay attention to how they send you the messages, because that will tell you a lot. If spirit knows you're visual, they're going to work with your vision to show you things. If you're auditory, you're going to hear things, or you're going to feel things if you're kinesthetic. So know that spirit this week is saying, we're whispering, we're trying to get your attention. All righty. The next one is from Divine Animals Oracle. See what the animals want to tell us for this first week. Sea otter. I love this. I just reposted a picture on Facebook of a mother otter, and she had a baby on, she was floating on her back in the ocean, and or in the water, and she had her baby that was trying to fall off, and she was taking her paws and repositioning it on her belly. And oh my God, that was so beautiful. This card says transformation. Don't mind me if I'm fidgety. I walked 3 miles this morning, and my legs been bothering me a little with sciatica. So it felt good while I was doing it. When I got home, I'm like, ooh, so I'm fidgety here today. All right, transformation is a true constant if we allow it. We can change our future and learn from the past. We should only try to transform ourselves and not someone else, as this is against their free will. Do not judge others too quickly or harshly. Relax a little and rise. So I like that a lot. So sea otters, every time I've never seen one in person, but every time, oh no, I have at the museum, aquariums. But they're so friendly, and they look so happy and caring. You just love them. So this week, you might want to pull in the sea otter for some transformation in your life, knowing that they're right there knocking on the door to help, and to just allow the nurturing energy of that. All right, next one is from Starseed Oracle, Rebecca Campbell. Ooh, portal. Doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. Look at this card. Looks like we're in a House of Mirrors or something. So when I look at this, this looks like you're leaving the known to go into the unknown and to try to figure things out. It's like, you know, there's a doorway. So funny. You know how things work with synchronicities. This morning when I was walking, I thought, I want to get some pictures of doors that are closed. And I want to put them around as if these new doors are something I'm going to open and have new opportunities and new doors. Well, this is an archway, which reminds me of that. You know, it's like she's going through a new doorway. And, you know, I might even get some that are starting to open or a little open or whatever as symbolic for that. So, portal, we've already talked about Sirius, right? And that gateway opening, well, another word for that would be portal. And this is a time where you can feel more energy, you can make your presence known, you can go into that portal or gateway and do some work. So she's going in here, this brave goddess is walking through a doorway, going into the unknown. And don't we do that all the time? We go into the unknown, we leave the comfortable, you know, behind us and go into the unknown. And whenever we have times where we do rites of passage, we do the same thing. If a teenage boy is just moving into manhood, and at different cultures it's different ages. Some of the indigenous cultures it's younger, but certainly by 16 in most cultures they are having a rites of passage in some way to show that they're leaving from being a boy to a man. And women have their own natural cycle, and the cycle itself within them, their monthly cycle, takes them into a rites of passage. So that's what I see here. She's, you know, brave. She's moving through the gateway to go into something greater. Love that picture. Artwork by Danielle Noel. All right, so we're going to look for portal. It says, doors are opening, you decide. Rewards and wild card. Oh yeah, I already read that. Doors are opening for you. Your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. The universe is saying, yes, you have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's also a time when you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You're swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use this time wisely and this moment in time, because that's all we have. So here it is as an open door, as I was talking about. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects that you've been working on will come to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and take your well-earned fruits. And as they say that things are in full bloom, we've just moved into summer solstice. So summer is the time where everything comes to that. When this card comes up, it's a sure sign that effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is your portal into that new reality. Now is the time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on it. So what would you most like to experience right now is what they're asking you. And I know I'm getting ready to make some changes myself with the business, doing more online, having a lot more classes that you can purchase and do for yourself, and some in some with me. So you can look forward to some of the things that Spirit has been giving me lately, even though it's not my time to create just yet, it's coming. So I'm going to be posting the how-to tarot that you can go through by yourself, and that is going to be, some of you took it online with me, or not online, on the phone with me before, years ago, which was Journey into the Major Arcana cards. The Major Arcana cards are the journey of life and all the steps that you go through. So once you've learned that, it gives you a nice foundation for where to go from there, because what happens is after that foundation is set, then you learn the court cards, which are the players in the scenario, and then you learn the minor arcana, 1 through 10 or aces through 10 in all the suits, and that explains the details of what's going to happen. So you can look forward to that and go at your own pace. And the other thing, I've talked to some of you and I posted something about the blue rose. So I will be doing something with that. The Mary Magdalene piece, the blue rose, all of that will be something that will be coming in the future. And then I will be teaching EFT. For those of you that want to learn it for yourself or want to be able to do it with clients, I will be doing a class on EFT. So those are just some of the things to look forward to. All right, we still have 2 more to go. So again, this is by Rebecca Campbell, Work Your Light. And let's see what the message is for everybody for the first week of July. Unbound. Ooh, we like that. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Letting go. You know what this reminds me as I'm looking at it with all these goddesses dancing around, I also feel that it's about getting unbound from ancestral contracts. Many of us are doing the work, whether you know it or not, to help the ancestors shift so that when they come back again, they don't have to go through all of this. You're doing some of the work for them. And we know that whenever we do that kind of work, something always comes back to us whenever we do things for others. All right, Unbound. All right. Let me look again. Oh, 108. Unbound. It is time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They are coming up to be healed. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at patterns in your life that you are ready to release, ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiration date. I love that. It could be a vow of silence, chastity, or poverty. Yes, we definitely want to break those. It is time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from trauma of lives past. And I agree with that. We are doing so much work over the last couple of years on this that it's important to know that. What old ways of being have an expiration date? When you name them, you claim them, and they stop holding power over you. I like that. When you name them, you claim them. When acknowledging these old patterns, it is also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe. In order to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. It is time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. So she has a little phrase here that you can say. I release all old soul stories, vows, contracts, and patterns that are no longer aligned with who I came here to be in this present time. I carry the lessons, growth, and gifts, but I no longer choose to live the same story. May I be unbound, unbound, forever unbound. Wow, that was powerful as I was feeling the energy of all of that. The last one is the Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Bolin. Moonology. What do you want to tell the group for this up and coming week? Have faith in your dreams. And this happens to be the waxing crescent moon. You can see the little sliver of the moon there. Okay, it says, don't give up. The situation you're asking about is still taking shape. You're nowhere near the end of the story. Whatever is happening now is just a step along the way. As they say in the self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. However, the waxing crescent moon card is a reminder that you must still keep working towards whatever it is that you want. If you can't take practical steps, spend time meditating on the question you're asking about and allow your higher self to download information to you about your best next step. Overall, this card suggests there is every reason to be hopeful for a very positive outcome to the situation you're asking about. So keep the faith. I love this because in my coaching work, one of the big things is to know that this is what it looks like while the universe is working on it, right? Sometimes we can take action steps and do the work down here. Other times we have to wait for spirit to help us or bring a resource or the right people or connections. So this is what it looks like while the universe is taking it and molding it and shaping it. So all you have to worry about is keeping your vision strong and then allowing spirit to do its work and just, okay, this is what it looks like while it's getting work done. So all in all, looks like it's going to be a powerful week, paying attention to the messages from spirit, transforming with the sea otter, moving into that portal of light with Sirius, and disconnecting totally from all those stories, and then having faith that what is right will come to us. We're never going to miss something. If it's something we're supposed to have or do or create, it's going to come to us. There was something else I was going to say. With the patterns and everything, what a perfect time to say that phrase while that is wide open with Sirius, that we're like, no, done here with all of that, and feeling lighthearted and free. And the other thing that intuitively is calling to me, because we're in summer solstice energy or summer, and the sea otter and me reposting that sea otter picture of being in the water, get in water this week. Whether it's a lake, a pond, whatever you want to do, the ocean. If you can't go somewhere else, sit in your bathtub with some wonderful oils and Epsom salts. Do something. And I would say that phrase about breaking the contracts and then get in that shower and just let it wash all over you. God, I had it again and I lost it. What was it? Oh, for God's sakes. I don't know. I'm going to have to let it go. Twice I got it back and I said, oh, I'll finish my thought and then go back to it. And I forgot. So sorry about that. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful day. Freedom, freedom, freedom. I can hear, I went to the original Woodstocks and I can't not remember this African American's name that did that song, Freedom. Oh my God, you should Google it. It's phenomenal. I can hear it. Sometimes I feel like an innocent child is the way it starts. But I cannot think of who it is, but amazing. So today, I'm hoping you find the freedom that you long for and that we continue moving forward with our path. Mwah! To all of you, and look forward to next week. Bye-bye.